I started working in business development and financial services more than 20 years ago. Now, back in 1998, when it all started, we were launching some pretty simple, very rudimentary websites for financial advisors. Now, of course, that's evolved into email and social media and CRM and a whole host of great digital products that help make your life simpler and automate a lot of your processes. Now, what I want to share with you is while the platforms for business development have changed, business development itself remains largely the same as it was 30 years ago. Let me give you a 4-step process that would have applied to your growth, the growth of your business years ago as it does today. Number one, you've got to understand exactly who it is you want to do business with. You've got to know who they are and what value you provide them as a service provider. Right now, the second step is creating awareness within that audience. If that's a professional audience like, maybe young professionals, maybe COIs like CPAs and attorneys, business owners, executives, people approaching retirement, if that's a professional audience, there is no better place to get in front of those people than LinkedIn. You need a LinkedIn strategy. Now that brings me to step number 2, and that's creating awareness. Right? LinkedIn makes it so easy to find the professionals in your community and reach out and get connected with those people and nurture relationship in time. What I'm going to tell you is one of the mistakes I see advisors make consistently is using advertising in this second stage of the cycle, the awareness stage. As consumers, we're faced with about 5,000 ad impressions every single day. So if you're advertising to people on Facebook or Google, and putting in your criteria for who you want to advertise to, if they don't already know you, it's really difficult for you on a limited budget to cut through that noise of those 5,000 ad impressions. If you find an ROI on advertising in the awareness stage of that cycle, please tell me about it because I'm yet to find it. What I recommend you do, get on LinkedIn Sales Navigator preferably, find the professionals you want to prospect, and send out 20 invites every single day. You're going to add 5 people to your LinkedIn network every day as a result of that simple 10-minute activity. Now that brings us to the third step of the business development cycle, and that's nurturing, right? Just because you've connected with these people, they don't know you. They know you through LinkedIn, but you need to grow a relationship, right? So a couple of tips there. This is a great place for advertising. So a concept called retargeting. Right? You can advertise to people that already know you. Now, there's a couple simple tricks to be able to identify who those people are in Facebook and in Google Display Network. But when you're going to spend an ad budget, spend it in the nurture part of the business development process. Now, instead of cutting through 5,000 ad impressions every day, you're advertising to people who already know you, who you are. So it's all about getting your impression count up and building trust. Another important step for that third step of the business development process is content marketing, right? You need to be pushing content consistently on LinkedIn, on Facebook if you use that platform, email content, and it's really important that you start some direct engagement with people. So pick 3 people a day, go to their profile, find something interesting about them, find some content they posted, and make a comment. Send them a private message, say hello, introduce yourself. You need to start to grow that relationship. The more you do, the more you're going to see your content as well. A really great resource for content marketing is a platform called Social Post Party. Go check out www.socialpostparty.com. You'll get all the information you need right there at Social Post Party. But what this is a growing community of content creators that help each other gain mass exposure for their content on LinkedIn. It works. If you use Social Post Party, the minimum size audience growth for your content exposure is going to be a 5x. And I've seen posts reach 20 and 25x audiences. That's huge. So check out socialpostparty.com. Now, the 4th step of that business development process, if you've got a big and growing network, you've got to be able to identify who it is in that network that's ready to talk business. This can be done in a couple different ways. There are a number of CRMs out there that are going to give a lead score to the people that are in your CRM. So how they interact with your email communication, how they interact with your social media communication. That lead score is going to indicate who's ready to talk business, who's consuming all of your communication. They deserve a direct outreach. The other way to do this is host very frequent webinars. Use LinkedIn to promote your webinars. Use email to promote them as well, but LinkedIn's great for promoting your webinars into your network. Now, you can send out 150 invites, and maybe you get 30 registrations, and maybe you get 12 people to attend your webinar. I don't care what the topic of that webinar is, make it useful for that audience. What I'm concerned with as a business developer, who attended. Each one of the attendees of your webinar deserves a direct follow-up. If you do not have a webinar plan, you need one. Now, at Social Advisors, we help financial advisors build their practice. We do that in part through LinkedIn, through CRM automation, through webinar strategies, through content marketing. If you need help in doing any of these things, we're happy to help, but I'm also a resource to this industry. So if you've got any questions about how you can make the most of LinkedIn, CRM, webinar platforms, please reach out to me. Don't hesitate. It's not a sales call. I'm here to give you the information you need to succeed. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it useful.